Tom, thanks very much. Well, Walmart is reporting it won't make as much money this year as first thought, and the average price of movie tickets has dropped. Jane King is at the NASDAQ market site with these stories and more. It's your King Business Report.
Walmart lowered its earnings forecast for the entire year. Part of the problem was reduced tobacco sales at Sam's Club. Walmart CEO says adapting and transforming with speed to better serve existing customers and reach new ones is their goal. Now, we're paying less to go to the movies. The National Association of Theater Owners says the average ticket price nationwide is $8.83. That's down 6%. The success of family-oriented films such as Christopher Robin, Smallfoot, and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, drove the price decline due to increased numbers of children's and matinee tickets for families. Well, some couples in India are selling tourists admission to their weddings. Indian weddings are known for their opulence, customs, and traditions that are celebrated over several days. Two Australian travel bloggers paid around $200 for a two-day invitation to attend an Indian wedding through a startup called Join My Wedding. Wedding tourism is an up-and-coming trend in the industry, according to one expert. And Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's soundtrack to A Star Is Born debuted at #1 on the Billboard album chart. This gives Gaga her 5th chart topper and Cooper his first. It was the biggest week for a soundtrack in more than 3.5 years. Live from the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your business update.
Jane King, thanks so much. Let's take a look and see how stocks are performing right now. Dow Jones Industrial is making a nice healthy rally, up 373 to 25,623. NASDAQ Composite also climbing up 150 points to sit right now at 75.80. Mortgage rates have reached the highest levels in 7 years. The average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is over 5%, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. That's up from 3.9% just last year. And it's the first time rates have topped 5% since 2011. Experts say the rates are still lower than they were a decade ago, but they could continue to move higher. Fast food is getting slower, according to this year's drive-through study from QSR Magazine. The average time between placing and receiving an order is about 4 minutes. That's up from under 3 minutes in 2003. Now, but traffic is higher, according to QSR. Drive-through sales make up about 70% of business for the average fast food chain. Burger King won the crown for the fastest drive-through at just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. McDonald's was the slowest with an average drive-through time of almost 5 minutes. We've heard a lot about the sharp increase in suicide rates among teens and young adults, but a new study finds some senior citizens are also at risk. Researchers in the UK found people over the age of 65 who harm themselves are 145 times more likely to die by suicide than their peers. But only 12% of older patients who self-harm were referred to mental health services. Seniors with physical health issues were more likely to harm themselves, mostly by taking overdoses of medication. Well, believe it or not, doctors could one day use your Facebook profile to screen for depression. Researchers from the University of Pennsylvania found certain language used in status updates accurately predict depression months before diagnosis. The red flags include expressions of loneliness, hostility, and sadness, and the words tears and feelings. Chris?
You barely made it through, didn't you? News